Hey everyone, it's Jayson, and these are my top 3 cruise news stories of the week. And the last story, you guys did it again. The power of social media makes a cruise line change immediately. So cruise story number 1 is the sad news of the young man that went overboard on the Wonder of the Seas. We don't have a lot of details, and I'm not sure we're ever going to have a lot of details on this one. The heartbreaking thing too is to read his sister's Facebook page and her posts. He's been keeping us updated of what's going on, begging the Cuban government to continue to look for him. So just really heartbreaking and sad. The Wonder of the Seas is due in port today. I hope that they can provide the family some closure. Obviously, it's not going to be the closure that they're looking for, but I hope that they can provide them some closure so they can grieve. So cruise story number 2, NCL is returning to Maui today, and they will be docking at the port of Kahului in the northern area of Maui. They'll be staying away from Lahaina, which was affected by the wildfires. If you don't already know, NCL has donated $50,000 to the United Way in Maui, and they're going to be donating additional $150,000 in food, clothing, and mattresses. Before I get to number 3, if you would, please like the video as it does help the channel. Also, consider subscribing. I do daily cruise news shorts and daily tips and tricks shorts. I also put a new video out every Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. Thank you so much. So cruise story number 3, and this goes back to my intro, and good for you guys. You gave Celebrity what you thought about the Cookie Gate, and they basically reacted and made some changes. So we were on the Celebrity Equinox last week, and I know there's some reports out there that saying this was just going to be an added cookie and this was not a big deal. I don't believe that's accurate. And I'm going to tell you why. So I talked to many people that were on back-to-back cruises, including some other sources. And you can see right here, they actually put a warmer at the gelato station. And what they were planning on doing is they were going to move the chocolate chip cookies off of Cafe El Bacho, and they were going to offer a larger warm cookie at the gelato area. What I was told was the passengers were not happy. Now, here's the deal. Let's look at this. If it would have been that big of a deal if they were charging for cookies and you could walk 30 steps in the other direction to Cafe El Bacho and get some free chocolate chip cookies? I don't think anybody would have cared. I really don't. They could have had them last week and charged an extra $2.40 for a bigger warm cookie, and they might have sold some. But if you try to take the free cookies away, I think people would have lost their minds. It is my understanding they were going to continue to have other free baked goods. They were just going to try to charge for the cookies. So I wonder if people were also freaking out about, hey, it starts at the cookies, then all Cafe El Bacho becomes pay for the baked goods. You know how people do leap to conclusions, and that is a logical one. But they absolutely, from talking to multiple sources, like I mentioned, they were taking the cookies off. There was no free chocolate chip cookies, and the cookies were at the gelato station. They were a bigger, warmer cookie, and they were $2.40. Celebrity heard you. You went to social media, you reached out to them, and they reacted and they made the change. I'm glad they listened to their passengers and made the necessary changes that they needed to make. I love it. It tells me they're at least listening. Now, I think it was a silly thing that they tried to do, but whatever. So kudos to them. This crew was outstanding. So I can't say enough nice things about Celebrity Cruises, and I think this is great they listened to social media, and I think it's great of you as the passengers to let them know the things that you're unhappy with. I'm going to have some other things coming up on the Celebrity Equinox that we learned that were coming up, especially for the Aqua Class, Lobster Night, and some other things, and I'll be sharing those in my walkthrough video that I do and some of my reviews. So stay tuned for that. So I do appreciate you guys watching. Until I talk to you next time, happy cruising.